Barbie! I told you to wait in the dream house.
Boys, avenge me! Avenge me!
Avengers!
Bazinga.
Scruffy-looking nerf herders.
Ethan Hunt contacted you?
I am good, Rooster. I'm very good.
So you are Yoi's a trainer who trains.
Gonzo the Great will ride this baby again.
Hello and welcome to episode 126 of the Real Serious Podcast. We got no review today, but we got a lot of trailers. We got Werewolf, Hope, Godzilla -1, Dune Part 3. We got some Spider-Man TV spots we might even touch on. And then we do have our first look at some Avengers Doomsday concept art, which is getting some mixed reactions. Some very mixed reactions. Before we get into that, Jack, how we doing, man? It's been 2 weeks.
Dude, I'm doing great. Like it was really sad. I looked at how many movies I watched in June, and it was like 8.
Oof.
I think I'm already at 8.
This has been a low month for me, also. Or I guess
I'm at
July
8 already in July. I've just been on a tear, getting some of the Ghibli. Chuck would be so proud. I mean, I've really been hitting those Ghibli flicks home. Yeah, July's been good. It's only going to get better too.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I only have one for July so far, which actually isn't true because I forgot to log. Avery and I watched a DCOM the other day, but only one real movie. Been doing a lot of shows recently.
Okay.
Started Widow's Bay on Apple TV. We are 6 episodes in. Awesome show.
Okay.
Awesome show. It is like Twilight Zone meets kind of like a Stranger Things vibe.
Okay.
Meets kind of like the Blair Witch in a sense. It's very good. Really recommend. It's like a horror comedy that balances both better than like anything I've ever seen. Like it's really good.
Okay. I've heard good things about it.
Been doing a lot of Diners, Drive-Ins, Dives recently too. It's like been a lot of like background TV because I'm like doing other things, and so like Diners, Drive-Ins, Dives is like great background TV because every once in a while I'll go to a place and you're like, wait, hang on, what is that? Then you like stop for 5 minutes, watch it. You're like, all right, I'll go back to what I was doing.
That's
something
funny.
good.
Nice. I got to use one of the criterions I picked up the other day. Did a rewatch of the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, very nice.
Which was a good one.
Do we have Charles? Breaking news.
Are we back?
He's so back.
We're back.
Is it
We're
like
back.
good audio?
Oh, it sounds crispy.
Okay.
I think the audience will have to be the judge of that, but
It's like this. I'm feeling like
Sounds
that verbal meme video of those guys in the bar watching the screen, and then Charles shows up, and they all jump around clapping. What's up, Chucky?
Brutal. So I was late to begin with because I was making my coffee and I put milk in, and the milk was like curdled.
Ooh.
So then I like smell the milk because I had checked the expiration before I poured it, and it smelled fine. So I'm like, why is it curdling if it smells fine? It expires in like a month. So then I like spent some time trying to get the curdles out, and then it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
Can't catch a break.
And then audio trouble for 20 minutes. But now we're back.
We're so back.
And I think I interrupted Jack recapping his movies.
oh no, you did not disrupt anything. I will say though, I was so close to watching Barry Lyndon this week. I feel like I have to set away like a 3-hour time slot in there for me to make that work. But Kubrick, the Kubrick blind buy I got on Criterion.
I did some buying as well, and it's been,
yeah, you did.
Oh
it's
boy.
been a little dangerous.
Yeah,
Oh
you did.
no. Oh no.
Yeah. It's been so bad. It was a blind buy and a hate buy.
Oh,
That's where I'm at right now.
A hate buy. I've never heard of that.
So I don't know. A few
What
weeks
is
ago, I
a hate
texted
buy?
boys. I was like, I want to complete the Tom Cruise collection. I want to get all the cruises. So when the Amazon sale happened, I got War of the Worlds and the first Top Gun, and then I went on to just see which ones I was missing, and obviously 2017's The Mummy I'm missing, and it was on sale on Amazon. It's a movie I loathe. It's a movie I left the theater going, Tom Cruise can make a bad movie. And but I did have to get that one on 4K. And then a movie I've never seen, which is a second Nicole Kidman Tom Cruise joint, which I think is after Days of Thunder, which is Far and Away. Never seen it. Interested to watch it. I think it's about them like going out west and settling in olden times. Which I'm pretty sure this is actually a clip of it in that Tom Cruise retrospective video they put out for Digger, where he's on the horse, and I'm pumped to see why he's on that horse. So yeah, amped to say the least for that one. Good. The Mummy, don't know if I'll ever open it, but I just want to know that I have it. Like a sicko I am.
You're gonna be that guy.
Ends. Please,
you seen that guy that's like you go to his house and he has every single movie ever known, and you can ask him, hey, do you have this one, do you have this one? It's like, it's almost like it's a game. Can you stump him? And you can name the most niche movie and he will have it. You're gonna be that guy in about 40 years.
I've been doing a lot of stuff on the house recently, and so like I've been really trying to like find other things to listen to outside of music. And I ran out of my usual podcasts, and I found a Steelbook dedicated podcast that was like 4 hours. And if you ever want to feel better about your movie addiction, listen to that real quick, because those guys, they know ball. They're out there on that podcast talking like it's, talking about like the 2017 Warriors. Like they know every stat, everything. That's just like they know ball. Like it feel you're like, all right, I'm minor leagues. Like that's the pros. So it makes you feel a little better.
Yeah. I mean, you are a preserver of cinema, though.
True. Yeah, exactly. Which we could talk about. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about preserving cinema real quick?
Yes.
So we had some breaking news late last week that PlayStation is no longer going to produce physical games after 2028. Obviously, I think that's a big bummer. I think ownership is very important, and if you don't own a physical game, then at any point they could take it away from you. But on top of that, Sony is like the number one Blu-ray producer in general. So if they're stopping game production, could movies come after that? Made me a little worried. So start buying now, kids, before our corporate overlords take it away from us.
See, I'm really interested because I feel like from a business standpoint, I feel like making the DVDs, while it is probably a separate business process, like I'm sure it's not just ridiculously expensive. And I'm sure,
I don't feel like it can be.
I think especially for like, I will say this, I think there are some movies where I don't know if they'd have the demand necessarily to go on physical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like some where like they'll just make the physical copies and they'll just like sit around,
Yeah.
Like Red One, an epic Christmas masterpiece. But
whoa, you don't mean you don't have the limited edition Steelbook?
No, I do not. Hunter, do you have the limited edition Steelbook?
No, it sold out too quickly. There's too many ravenous fans for Red One.
See, well, I guess
Christmas
that is funny
classic.
though. But I'm like, if they make it limited enough to where like, I'm not saying like just the right amount of everyone gets it, but I think there is a way where this can still be profitable for them as a business.
No, I feel like there definitely has to be, and I think what you're seeing more is like boutique labels kind of taking over. Like, I mean, I buy a lot of stuff from like Shout, but there's even like obviously levels after like Arrow Video, and then like those are kind of like the tip of the iceberg. Like if you go really down in the weeds, there's like very boutique labels that make like these insane Steelbook collections that have like booklets and behind the scenes stuff, and it's like. And I think that's really cool. Like, I think that's the stuff that I think it's all going to kind of go to because, I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I can grab a Blu-ray of, I don't know, Supergirl in 6 months from now, probably for like $7 on Amazon. But it's like, all right, is that worth it to these studios? And it's like, yeah, maybe. Or would they rather me subscribe for a life to, whatever platform they're on now? It's probably a question there. Or would they rather me spend $80 on some limited edition Steelbook with a booklet that probably cost them all of 25 cents more to make in the grand scheme, it's like, yeah, they'd probably rather me do that. So at the end of the day, I'm just going to shill money to whoever gives me the cool stuff.
Well, I also think like with PlayStation, people are going to be buying video games regardless of if it's physical or electronic. Like, there's nothing stopping people that play video games from buying these games. Like, they're still going to buy the games.
Yeah.
They'll probably be upset, but they're not going to stop playing video games, you know? Whereas,
Well, my thing is just like the ownership thing. Like, they could just take it away.
No, I
like
get
that.
that. But like,
And that's,
they're still going to play the games. They're still going to buy the games. They're still going to play them because they.
Like, I mean, I think
that's their only way to get them. Whereas movie fans, like, I can't really see physical media collectors shifting to buying like electronically in their accounts, you know? So
yeah,
I think I'm curious what Sony's kind of revenue breakdown is of that kind of facet of their business. If it's pretty material, like this physical media, then I doubt they take it away. If it's not that material, then is like at the end of the day, is the juice worth the squeeze for them? And then they could take it away. But I don't really think physical media fans would shift. Like if Sony came out with, I don't know, like a movie library where you can make an account, you can buy movies via this library. I don't think physical media collectors would shift to that very easily.
Well, no, because I think it's like the licensing problems. Like, I think I'm trying to think of what it was, but it happened like a few weeks ago. Like 800 or something movies got removed from PlayStation Network, and it's like, yeah, you might have bought that in 2015, but too bad. Like, it's gone now. You have no access to it. You have no refund. Like, you've no like, so you really just don't own anything. Like, you own a license to use it, and I think that's like my biggest issue. Like, I mean, as someone who like, you know, probably collects too much junk, which is not junk. I'm a preserver.
Cool stuff.
I'm actually a museum curator, if you think about it.
They're cool knickknacks.
Yeah, but like, you know, I'm looking at my shelf right now, like, you know, Yoshi's Woolly World on the Wii U. Like, yeah, that's a game I probably might not play more than 3 more times in my life. But if that game, you know, there's no way to buy that game from Nintendo right now. So in the grand scheme, like, that game is almost lost media unless you own it physically or have a way to find it physically. And in the case of that, like if that was a digital only game and now it's not on a digital storefront going forward, it's just gone. And it's like, how, like, that's where it's like, how does that make sense to anybody? And it's like, it's one thing if like everything was available all the time. It's like, all right, I can at least see the argument and the understanding. But like if stuff just goes away and there's no physical version of it, it's just gone. Like, it's just gone forever. It's like, that to me is like really, it's like, how does that make, like the Netflix shows, that like never get released physically and they just go away. It's like, they're just gone. Like, you're never going to find this ever again, no matter how much, unless you want to pirate it. But even that, it's like, unless someone took the time to rip it to then you can pirate it. Like, it's like, how are you supposed to find these things?
Yeah. Well, at least we got the Criterion collection still going hard.
Like, maybe one day they'll change that final song in Supergirl, and then unless you own the Blu-ray that came out this year, you'll never know the original song was Jimmy Eats World, the middle cover.
I think Lava, like the Lava song from Minecraft, would have fit in to that scene perfectly too.
Yeah, I think that would have been great. I think they should have just had like little Jack Black in the bottom corner, like doing it live.
And he's like running around. He's like beating him up too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Would give me a little giggle.
Yeah, but no, it's
Oops.
Muted.
Whoa.
Again.
I got muted. You want to get into some trailer and some news? Unless, Chuck, what have you been watching?
So watching Game of Thrones. Love Island is ending soon, so our pace will go a little faster.
I got a text.
I watched 3 movies since we last met.
Ooh.
I watched The Sheep Detectives per Jack's suggestion.
Nice.
Very good. Always love a whodunit. I feel like, though, I've seen enough whodunits now where I can kind of predict who did it because it's just always the person that is not a suspect.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But very charming film. It reminded me of Paddington. Maybe that's only me. And
it does have very charming animal vibes.
Yeah. 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Then I watched Blues Brothers. You guys got to watch Blues Brothers. Holy cow.
I know I do.
I think I've seen Blues Brothers.
You've seen Blues Brothers? Well, it's not logged.
Maybe I've seen it too long. I remember, like, as a kid, I feel like I watched it because I remember vividly there's the car crash that I remember being funny, and then I remember the scene where they order like all that food at the diner.
I'll take a slice of white toast.
Yeah,
I'll take 4 fried chickens
and a Coke. Yeah.
Oh, it's Jake and Elwood. Very good movie. All-time Chicago flick too. Just like the greatest. I gave that 5 stars. I loved it. And then I watched this movie called The Last of the Mohicans.
Oh yeah,
Mike Mann.
awesome movie.
This
When
was
he jumps through
something.
that waterfall is so sick.
Yeah, this was a movie. Story behind this movie and why I watched it. I'm texting my buddy in Denver. His name's Owen. He texts me. He goes, "Chuck, I need a movie tonight. What do you got?" Like, okay. What kind of vibe? He said, I've been watching more dramas and watched Gettysburg and Lincoln the last 2 days, looking for something a little bit of age, but still holds up to modern. Not really looking for a romance. Drama, a thinker, preferably long. I said, have you seen Seven? He goes, yes, but you're on the right track. So then I suggested No Country for Old Men, Nightcrawler, which isn't that old, and Usual Suspects. He said, I'm going to watch The Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like,
Stay alive. I will find you.
I'm like, you know what? Honestly, sure, I'll watch it too. So we watched it at the same time, like together, kind of. And first 5 minutes, I see Michael Mann and I see Daniel Day-Lewis. Like,
Electric.
holy cow, this is gonna rock. It did not rock.
No.
It did not rock at all.
What?
I will say, always love a period piece. It's a pretty epic story. And I loved all like the design, the world built, the set design, the costumes, the score, all that was good. The actual story was quite bad. Actually, I wouldn't say it's a bad story. The way it's delivered is bad. To me, it wasn't very cohesive. Kind of all over the place. The romance just meant nothing to me, and I feel like it was like that the romance started to, happen. The motives didn't make a ton of sense to me. So I gave it 2.5 stars, and it turns out another guy on Letterboxd that I follow and who follows me, like another mutual, watched it at the exact same time.
Whoa.
So then we had like a nice little Letterboxd discourse.
A little back and forth.
And he also did not like it. So it was one of those like wavelength. What?
That's
It's
hilarious.
actually,
I like Last of the Mohicans. I don't think it's great, but I like it.
I thought it was pretty bad.
I need to check it out. It's been on my
Stay alive.
on my man list for a while.
He commented on mine. No way. Wavelength, dude. And then I commented on his.
Nice.
Just a couple guys that watched a Buns movie tonight. He goes, yep, officer locked them up for being freaking guys.
Yeah. Sorry. We're just guys being dudes.
Are you gonna see him again?
So that was a nice little letterboxed moment. But that's all I got. I
Nice.
did start a movie that I will be finishing today.
Care share.
He loves his 2-parters. Yeah, what do you got? What is it?
Jaws.
What
Gotta
part did you stop
watch that
at?
one sitting.
It's not even that long.
I know it's not long at all.
He just got sleepy.
Like, things come up. I don't remember what part I'm at. I think the scientists just showed up and they caught a shark, and the scientists like, this is not the shark.
Oh, so you're like 25 minutes on.
Classic.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not very
had to do a 2-parter this week. I did a rewatch of No Way Home with Avery so that we could she remembered kind of what happened in the last Spider-Man. And we stopped at the moment all 3 Peters get together and they are like, we got to cure him. And then we paused there. And then second night was like literally just like them making the cure in the final battle. That movie looks pretty stinky at points, but I eat the slop. That one is like the definition of I don't care. I'll eat the slop.
That one was one of those like you
It got
had to be
COVID
there in the
hit.
theater.
You did. But there's still like moments like when I don't know, like when Toby and Andrew are there, and they just like it's just like I feel like 5 years old again. Like it just gets me. It gets me. It really does. All right, let's get into some trailers. Let's save Doomsday for the end. Let's start off with one piece of news though. Moana. Oof. Not a great opening weekend. Only 18 million is opening day and is looking at a 40 to 45 million dollar opening weekend in the United States. That is a unfortunate opening for
Disney.
Are we shocked?
I think we've been expecting results like this for a while.
Yeah.
And I think it's just now like, oh wow, that didn't work. So I mean, the budget on this thing was filthy.
Yeah, it's just why. It's like why?
Like what was it, like 300? Or am I tripping? I'm gonna
I think it's like
myself.
2 something at least. But like man, if you're The Rock, you got to be like, hang on, let me take a step back real quick and figure out what works and what doesn't.
Bro, get it? We need him back in the dramas. I mean, the Smashing Machine. I understand it wasn't a
But like his box
politically
office
acclaimed.
has been a little rough the last few years.
Jumanji's coming.
True, it's a great point actually.
Jumanji's coming. To be fair though, I feel like if you're The Rock, like just like
Can
is
you
he
smell?
really- like I feel like I don't know, just knowing what The Rock like, what he's like from a social perspective, like him playing Maui was like there was never an option for him not to play Maui. Like that was always going to be him. Like,
well, he is in the new Marty Scorsese movie.
Yeah, well, we got to see if that goes through.
I think that is. I think they're filming next year. It's him, Leo, and Emily Blunt.
I know. I'm just like I'm trying to be not get my hopes up too high for some of these greenlit stories for Marty, because I know for a while there was a Frank Sinatra biopic that was kind of floating around.
Yeah. I blame that daughter of his, or granddaughter, the one who makes him do TikToks.
You're keeping him from making incredible cinema.
He's like, honey, I have to go make a movie, and she's like, no, get back here and do a dance for me.
That is good content though. I thoroughly do enjoy seeing Marty on my TikTok feed.
No, but it's unfortunate for Moana, but none of us are surprised. But so the first trailer we can get into is Hope. Hope is this is the second trailer for Hope, I think. We got a teaser. That's just like the first full trailer. Out of South Korea. This did really well at Cannes. And probably names that you would know in the cast is Michael Fassbender and Alicia Vikander. It comes out in September. I'm in on this. I think this looks really good.
It gives very Quiet Place vibes.
Yeah, especially the creature design.
Yeah. I think the creatures are definitely, and I saw this in some of the reviews I was reading, but when they saw it at the festivals, that the CGI was not incredible, but it's just like how this movie is shot. And I mean, there's like sequences in here, like holy cow, you have like the sequence in the car, in the trailer that looks amazing. Like you have the the car like rolling down the street, but it all just like looks amazing. So I feel like this could be a really good time in September, dude. That is so soon.
Yeah,
it is.
No, I mean this year is like cranking by. No, this looks good though, and I think it's actually interesting how you haven't seen Alicia Vikander and Michael Fassbender in any of that promotional material.
I like that, honestly.
Yeah, I like that too. But no, I'm in on this movie. I think it looks fun. It looks cool. And then I saw obviously the reviews earlier looking good. I am surprised though, like if the early reviews were so good, like glowing, that this movie didn't get a little bit more like, I don't know, funding, where they can maybe go back and tweak up some of the CGI before wide release.
Yeah, and maybe they do. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like this is like, I guess their full trailer, and maybe they already have the trailer made. Like, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of making excuses for them. But at the
No,
end of the
hey,
day, like, I
all
think
good.
even though we look at this and we're like, okay, it doesn't look astonishing, but I don't think any of us are going to this movie for that. You know,
Yeah.
like, we're not going for like impeccable monster design. We're going for just a hectic experience at the theater. So,
Yeah.
with some
Well, speaking of
impeccable
hectic
action.
experience. Oh yeah. Speaking of hectic experience, Werewolf. Robert Eggers' newest Christmas flick. Fun for the whole family. Starring Aaron Taylor Johnson, Lily Rose Depp, Willem Dafoe, Ralph Ineson. Basically, just get the crew back. He's the definition of getting the crew back together.
He likes his guys and girls.
Yeah, he likes his. He's a real run the ball. Like you know what you're gonna get from an Eggers pick. But this one looks good. I'm in on this.
Looks crazy. Very spooky.
Chuck, will you actually see this one?
This one actually kind of piqued my interest, but I will say all the Robert Eggers films I've seen, I have not enjoyed.
Did you see Nosferatu?
Dude, you would love The Northman. Have you seen The Northman?
Oh, see, The Northman to me is
The
my
Northman
least
is his
favorite of
most.
his.
The Northman is like, in my opinion, the most digestible Eggers film that he's made.
Actually,
I
maybe I've
genuinely.
only
I would
seen
agree with
one.
that, but it's also my least favorite, which is interesting.
I think it's my most favorite.
I've actually only seen one,
Which is what?
The Lighthouse.
Lighthouse. Yeah.
I love
That's-
The Lighthouse. I think that might be my favorite.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about The Lighthouse.
I
I
like
didn't like The
Nosferatu a
Lighthouse.
lot though.
Yeah, Nosferatu was a good time.
Like the creepy hand. It was when the hand goes over the city. Oh, what a shot!
I still get chills
Cinema,
thinking
baby.
about the scene where Nick Holt hops out of the wagon and he's just standing in
yeah.
the street and it's like the snow is falling. That's like
It's so good.
beautiful.
He has like his
Beautiful.
so specific lane, and he just sticks with it. And it's like, you know what? Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Like you know your thing. You know your audience. Like do that.
It's like yeah.
Bro's
I
got
wonder
to
what
make
his
my
next thing's
Roanoke
gonna be.
movie. He's got to do it.
I know. That'd be
If someone else makes a Roanoke movie that's not named Robert Eggers, I might just like.
Roanoke. What is Roanoke?
So
You don't know the
like,
story of Roanoke?
the early colony, U.S. Like Roanoke, they leave, they go back to Europe, and they come back and they find the inscription on the tree, and then everyone is gone.
Like the whole colony is just gone.
And obviously, like the whole idea is that like it did take place. Like this wasn't like, oh, they went to go get milk across the street and came back and everyone's gone. Like, okay, this was like over the span of like I think like several months or like almost like years where they come back and they're gone, but it's still just like mystery. But I think Eggers could insert some life and some juice into this story. So I'm gonna keep bringing it up until it happens.
And because it's such a mystery, you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, exactly.
He could go
can make it
weird
as
with it.
freaky as he likes.
Yeah.
It looks like it isn't really a mystery. It looks like they just went to an island.
No, I'm pretty sure they literally
Charlie.
disappeared. Church.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie, dude, come on.
It's okay, man.
Probably
like,
because the island was super spooky. Did you consider that?
either way, I think there's some sort of storyline like that he could.
Yeah. I'd almost love like an anthology movie. I don't know, it just remind me of that. Like an anthology movie of like 20-minute bits on like mysteries that don't have a solution and different directors do their interpretation of what happened. Like a Roanoke movie where like 3 different directors get together and have like 40-minute segments each. And then each of them has a different style and what they think happened and they do their version of Roanoke. Like I think that'd be cool. I'd
That
watch
would be
that.
cool. Or that plane
That'd be
crash. What
Yeah,
was that
what
really
happened to
big
that Malaysian
plane?
flight?
Yeah, the Malaysian flight.
Like where'd that go? Like one person does aliens, one person's just like a normal like, hey, it just crashed. And then one person's like, what if it just went through a dimensional portal and actually showed up like 400 years from now? That'd be sick. All right. Godzilla -0. Chuck, I watched this and immediately thought of you. How in are you on Godzilla -0?
Pretty in. I saw
Yeah.
a funny comment. It was like, with a budget of 4 paper clips and 7 goldfish, the film grosses $1 billion.
It looks awesome.
It looks sick. I mean, we didn't get like anything, but
And that's what I like. I don't want to
Yeah.
see any of bits of it. And this is the last one. Like it's a duology. It's not going to be a trilogy. They're he already announced. It's like however
I'm
this
pretty
ends
in.
is how it ends.
Jack, you've seen Godzilla -1, right?
Indeed.
If
It
not,
was-
Hunter's got a 4K
I have a
steelbook.
I have a 4K
exclusive
collectible steelbook.
If you need
Yeah,
to borrow it.
as a cinema preserver, it's real nice. It's real nice.
That was actually the first foreign film I saw in theaters.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, so very sweet memory with that one.
Yeah, Chuck and I went together. Bloomington AMC. It's
Held
odd.
hands
My
when it
goodness, I
got
missed
scary.
that place.
Yeah, we actually had no expectations. I feel like went in, and then that first scene on the beach where like Proto Godzilla shows up in the dark. I think Chuck did a little jump. I think he did a little sat back in his seat a little bit.
Hunter held my hand. He was very nice.
Yeah, we met in the popcorn bucket a few times to caress each other. But no, it looks good. It looks good. I mean, obviously, the first kind of teaser was like, "Hey, they're coming to America with the Statue of Liberty," which we didn't really get any bits of that in this trailer. But like, even just like the, like Godzilla can take a nuclear blast is like, yeah, dude, we're thinking we're back. And I love the dude with the hair. The
Oh yeah,
the
Yeah.
gray hair guy with like
Yeah.
the sickest hair you ever seen. Yeah, that guy rocks.
luscious snowy flow.
Yeah, and he's just like the coolest dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Man, maybe I should do a rewatch of -1 before.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea before.
you got the 4K.
I do 4K limited edition steelbook. Yeah, that's right. Good call. I think it's lenticular cover. That's a great call. Great call.
Join me today rewatching Godzilla -1 on my 4K steelbook collectible.
I gotta get out like the white gloves to take off the slip cover very carefully. But yeah, no, Godzilla -0 looks pretty awesome. What would you rather do first? Would you rather do Dune or Doomsday?
I don't think I've seen Doomsday.
You saw the teaser picture.
It's up there in the top right corner.
Do a little, but you want to see it in
Oh.
its full glory. Why don't you look at it? Why don't you find it on your phone and look at it in its full glory?
Okay.
What does it look like, Charlie?
Does that make you
I'm
amped
curious.
to see it?
Wait a minute.
What a team!
I'll say that. I guess we'll just hop into this while we're on this subject. I posted this online, their concept art.
Mhm.
Someone in my comments said, "Bro, I can't believe you fell for this. This is AI."
Ooh, that's not a good look.
Who is it posted
Yeah.
by?
It's real. It is real.
Oh, they did
it's
it at an event in
like
China.
a Shanghai Comic Con. Yeah.
The funniest part was it made me laugh out loud when they were showing it at this like Comic-Con event. And they have this like big reveal, they're like, Kevin Feige's there. He's like, guys, 3, 2, 1. And it goes up on screen and you can just kind of hear like a lull in the crowd. Like everybody just kind of like, oh, like everyone's kind of like there's, no one's expecting a crowd pop for concept art, but
Listen, Chris
you look
Evans is
at
playing Man, and you're not excited.
he is Steve.
Chris Evans is wearing black shirt guy, and you're not amped.
This is bad.
It actually is amazing how much, like, for lack of a better term, like aura is lost when you don't have a Spider-Man or Doctor Strange in there. Like even a Captain Marvel in there. Like
There are like no. It's just Thor. Thor's the only guy.
Well, you have
yeah.
people
Well,
clowning
actually,
on the
if you look dead
X-Men.
center, you do see Loki. You see Loki sitting there underneath
yeah.
Doom's chin.
With a crazy looking face.
Yeah, tickling him with his.
He looks like
his-
the Witch King of Angmar.
Yeah, that was my first
See,
thought too.
When I look at this, I'm like, you know what? Like, this is frustrating because they're going to do the bare minimum, I feel like, for this movie. Like, and they're still going to make a ton of, like, just a ridiculous amount of money. Like, I think we already knew
Yeah. No.
from them going back to the well of, like, oh, yeah, we're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. Like, they really couldn't find, like, again, very interested to see if they actually tie it into the Iron Man story. But, holy cow. They tried to leave all that behind, and it failed so miserably that they had to bring literally everyone back. So
This is.
I
I mean,
don't
they
know.
don't have any. They don't really have any like carriers.
Which isn't that so funny? Like, I And I think the way to do this is, and you ask us 5 years ago, like, hey, the next Avengers movie is going to have the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, and the Avengers all together. You're like, dude, yeah, sign me up. And then you see this and you're just like,
Yeah.
all right, I guess so. But like for that first trailer, I feel like is gonna that trailer's gotta hit. They gotta get the people who did the Black Panther 2 trailer back and do, because that trailer.
I mean, some of these characters.
I mean, Ant-Man's just looking disappointed at me.
We haven't seen Black Panther in like 5 years.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
You haven't seen
Black
most of
Panther.
these people in like 6 or.
I mean, you basically
8 years.
Fantastic Four was what, 2 years ago now? X-Men, depending on which one, like Beast was in that Captain Marvel
Fantastic
movie.
Four was last summer.
Captain America was 2 years ago. Thor was 3. Ant-Man was 3. Thunderbolts was last year. It's just Loki. That show was what, 2 years ago now.
I don't know. Like, Thor: Love and Thunder was so like, it was infuriating how average and, dare I say, boring that movie was.
Yeah.
Especially considering we saw how amazing Thor can be. And respectfully, I don't think it's that hard to make Thor awesome.
Yeah. Just make him cool.
So I think I'm certainly excited. I'm excited to see Chris Hemsworth here, but I'm kind of like, did we really like? And I love Chris Evans. I think him as an actor, I think he's fantastic. But like, we closed the book on that. Like, Cap was done. Like,
back open.
Why is he back? And I think what makes this more frustrating is the fact that like they brought in so many different storylines. I know they're just like, I said he looks like those those ads on TikTok you get with the dudes with the compression t-shirts.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
It's literally, he's like, yeah, so you could get like 5 of these for like $20. Yeah,
I have a theory, and it's just by looking at this. I think that everyone in this photo, minus maybe like 2 to 3 people, are gonna die before this movie ends.
Sounds great to me.
Like, yeah, I really think
like that.
Like, looking at this picture, I'm thinking you're gonna have one member of the Fantastic Four, which is probably gonna be Reed or Sue. I think that Thor. No, I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be one of the members of Fantastic Four, probably Reed or Sue. I think Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Yelena is like the only people going to make it out of this movie, and maybe Shang-Chi. The only people who make it out of this movie, and then movie 2 is like your heavy hitters, which is going to be Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, like Hulk, and those kind of people come back. Captain Marvel, like they kind of come back in the fold. Because, I mean, looking at this photo, like you're missing half of the main Avengers, and arguably the biggest one of all of them, which is Hulk and Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I'm just,
and I
like,
think that sets up Doom as a good villain too. If he takes out like everybody.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like if he is able to do
Except
that.
Except for Gambit, he's about to make a name of himself. Yeah.
And my problem is I'm afraid that they might be a little safe here. That because they've had a rough past couple of years, and when I say rough past couple of years, like I think Marvel is still like they make good movies. I just feel like Avengers, like this is like they literally tried to build something else, and they're like, oh crap, like that didn't work. All right, well let's just go back to what worked. Like I'm just afraid that they're going to take the safe route here and pull in as many cameos and be like, oh my gosh, here's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I don't care. Like, respectfully,
dude, but hang on. What if he fights the Wolverine, and then you get the other toys in the toy box, and you just make them smash up against each other? Did you consider that?
See, it's funny because like you guys even remember we did Deadpool and Wolverine like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
like how I remember leaving that theater and like I had such a great time. I had so much fun, but I just don't think that's like been a lasting story for me. Like it's just like. It's a fun, like I had a good time at the cinema. I laughed. I I got excited for the cameos, but like I don't think I'm rushing to go rewatch that.
Yeah, I think it's like the lack of emotional connection to these characters. Like, you know, I've been doing this rewatch of the MC that I've been on. Like, you have such emotional connection to all these characters. Like, and even in Thor: The Dark World, like you care about Loki and Thor. But like, if you know, we're watching this in December, and as much as I like Shang-Chi, like I don't really have a long emotional connection to him. Like, I feel more of an emotional connection to Trevor Slattery after that Wonder Man show than I do, I think, to like Shang-Chi, which is like, how do you even let that happen as a studio? And like to these people, like
They
like
sidelined
I
him
don't,
so hard.
yeah,
what?
and like even like the Human Torch, it's like, buddy, it's one of the founding members of the Fantastic Four, and I'm just kind of like, all right, whatever. Like,
Because
how
we've
does it
only
even?
gotten one movie for each.
Yeah, it's like, how did that even happen?
I don't know.
I don't know. Give me. I want Doctor
funny.
Strange back. Give me my boy.
It's funny because like I just want them to show us something, and I think you guys will
We're
be
2
there
weeks
when
away.
they do. You guys will be there when they do. But like, I think I speak for all of us here that we love Marvel, and it's like all of their. We're probably higher on more Marvel stuff than the average viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And I feel
definitely.
like we certainly do consume our fair share of it, but I'm just a little worried here. I just don't know how they're gonna pull this together. I think especially for us when you have Infinity War and Endgame, which like was a perfect ending for these characters. I just think the longer I sit with this, the less excited I get, or the less excited I am for it.
Yeah, I really, but I think too, like that first trailer is gonna hit, and it's gonna be like the slop that we want to eat up. Like I think especially after the last two Dune trailers, we're probably going to talk about the next one. Marvel's not oblivious to what's happening online, which is the comparisons. I mean, it's hard not to. They're coming out the same day.
Yeah.
And I really think they're going to go all out to make this like the biggest feeling movie ever. And I do think Spider-Man's going to make all of the money. And, you know, if the Spider-Man ends with a tease at the end of some kind of doomsday thing, like it's hard to not think that the momentum is going to carry it into December. Especially to, you know, if you're a casual viewer, like if you're just like, you know, think of, you know, your friends who kind of just gently see it, or even like your parents. It's like, all right, like for my parents, like they're like Marvel-ish, like they do it because I do it. But like for them, it's not like they watched Shang-Chi, like they didn't do the Marvel shows, like they don't super know these people, but they do know Chris Evans, like they know Captain America, like they know Thor, like so I think that's the play here where it's like, hey, the casual audience over the last 5 years was kind of out. So let's just put a pin in everything that kind of we did over the last 5 years, and we'll trickle it back in with the people you know, which is why obviously Thor and, you know, it seems like Captain America are the big front runners of this movie.
That would make sense.
I really think if at the end of the day, like this movie is going to be about the Trinity. Like it's going to be Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. And obviously Iron Man is Doom, but like it's still Robert Downey Jr. Like it's still the three of them.
I wonder how they're going to acknowledge that.
I'm also like, why is, I mean, I'm probably reading into this too much, but like, why is Reed Richards on the right of Doom when I feel like they've previously spoken before that like he will no longer be the lead?
But I think that the Fantastic Four are going to have to be.
No, I agree. Because it is Doom.
I think there'd be a lot of discourse online if.
Well, that's why I think. That's why I think I think it's going to be Reed. I think Reed's going to live. Maybe it'd be one person from each team, kind of a thing. Where like you have the three sections of this image. Maybe one person from each side makes it into the next movie. But like I think Sam Wilson's going to make it. Like I really think so. Especially like I don't think they're going to do the snap again. It's like if you do the snap again, he already like didn't make it to the first snap. So I think he's going to live through the second snap.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Sorry, you rolled a natural one. Sorry, pal.
Yeah, I'm exhausted with the tease that Marvel keeps pulling.
Yeah. But hey, 2 weeks, we'll see some more. And Charlie and I'll be live on the ground, and I'll do a lot of videos and stuff of Charles, his live reactions to everything, even when he's not even looking. I'll just get him.
Maybe
I'll
when
get him.
Anthony Ramos shows up and says his favorite movie is or his favorite movies are the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Another
Charles,
bad
what if
guys
Anthony
movie
Ramos,
panel.
What if Anthony Ramos is your mutual on Letterboxd talking about Last Mohicans with you?
I'd delete the app.
You and Anthony Ramos just chatting on Letterboxd. All right. Lastly, let's get into Hi, Dog.
Hi, Avery.
She's gone now.
I don't think she can hear us.
No, she can't. I have headphones in. All right, let's get into Dune. Dune Part 3. Charles, as the Dune hater.
Dune hater? What?
Are you joining the Church of the Messiah?
Well, as someone that read Dune Messiah, or at least tried to and got very bored, I'm in.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's in.
It looks so good.
He's in.
Looks awesome.
Yeah. Jack, thoughts?
Speechless. I genuinely am. Like, I feel like every single time I watch the trailer, I'm like blown away by something new. Like, I remember when I watched it for the first time, I saw that it had come out and I was like, holy cow, I cannot believe we've gotten like literally the full trailer. We're like 6 months away. The best part about this though is just about every time I go to the theater for the next 5 months, I'm going to show up early so I can see that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing this discourse online that like Dune has dropped all their stuff early and the hype is going to die by December. And I genuinely do not think that could be further from the case. I think this trailer is a cinematic masterpiece. Like I don't think I'm over exaggerating at all. Like, I think what they've cooked up here, I think how this movie looks so different from the others, but it still keeps all the things that make you feel like you're in a Dune movie, you know? Like, I think I mean, you're hearing the constant comparisons to Saving Private Ryan opening scene, like
with no dialogue for like the first 15 minutes.
The little bit we get of the Fremen soldiers literally falling down on the beach in front of the water. Like,
yeah, that's why I felt watching this trailer.
Like, dude, we're dealing with. I'm so excited. I mean, Chalamet looks great. Jason Momoa looks great, dude. This when he drops down on the sandworm, dude, and he just
Duncan Idaho himself has returned.
Dude. So tough, so tough.
Robert Pattinson playing a little freak.
Mm-hmm.
In his like BMW pulling up to Arrakis. Yeah. This is a very similar shot in Blade Runner 2049 that Villeneuve also did that looks just like that. And I just was like, yeah, man, he still got it.
The scene where it flies over like the statue.
Oh yeah, the statue.
That was like very Blade. That was very Blade Runner.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like the scale in this is so awesome. And I saw a tweet, just hater tweet, but it was just like, this is the thing that Star Wars lost was scale. And it's like, yeah, like this feels so much bigger. Like everything feels humongous. And I think that's such a good part of it. And, I know Messiah here gets a little weird and freaky, and even Charles couldn't finish reading it. And he's like the reader, but like, I'm so in on the freakiness and the weirdness. Like and everything is just pointing to like, this is the end. Like, yeah, there's obviously books that come after it, like the Children of Dune and stuff like that. But like, this is it. And I'm very pleased that that's the case.
When do IMAX tickets go on sale?
Well, if you're a real ball knower like me, you've had them for 2.5 months. Okay. But I think the regular people tickets go on sale probably sometime in September.
Regular people like us, Charlie.
Yeah. Couldn't catch it on the early ticket release. Hey,
I never even know they're coming out until you guys are texting in the chat. Did you get your tickets? I'm in the queue. What?
Chuck's just sitting in the office. What?
That was actually so funny. That was like the
like, fellas, y'all are
getting
the cops?
Well, Chuck, you have a 70 millimeter IMAX in Chicago now. You can go to.
Yeah, too bad I can't get tickets.
Charlie, no, dude, I'm telling you, getting tickets at like that 70 millimeter is like totally possible. Like, because AMC's app crashed, but like Cinemark, like they have a lot of traffic, but it's nowhere close to like the AMC traffic. So like, I think you have a really good shot if you do want to go see it in 70 millimeter in Chicago.
What if AMC has another really sick popcorn bucket that I want though?
Is this one going to be like
Do you
double
know what it
ended?
is?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's just going to be a full sandworm.
Yeah. It's a life-size sandworm. They ship it in parts.
That'd be actually so
Assemble it in
dope
your
if they like put that up.
they're doing a Lego sandworm. It's coming out in
Ooh.
January 1st. It's gonna be a Lego sandworm.
Is it just a rumor, or have they shown actual photos?
I saw it on Lego Leaks on Instagram, so it sounds pretty legit to me.
There are no photos yet.
No, not yet.
Back on the trailer, do you guys? Paul is obviously he's not
No.
making out of this.
I think he is.
Really?
Is what?
I think he's making out of it. I do. I like there was the quote from Chalamet. He's like, it's hard to not follow the charismatic leader even when they do the wrong thing. And I think that's such an interesting take on and also too, a lot of times we get these trilogies, like we've talked about before, like every 20 years or so we get like the trilogy. So Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, now it feels like Dune. Both of those were like traditional heroes' journeys, where this is almost like a subversion of the hero's journey, where like we saw him become the hero, but then instead of being the good guy and they do like the dance at the end, he's like, no, what if I just do like space jihad? It's just like, okay, so yeah, he's just doing that now and he's just be the bad guy. So like I think that's like a very interesting take on like the next version of like this thing.
And it is like we've already seen, as fun and exciting as the hero's journey is, like this is so much more interesting.
Yeah,
because we have no idea where this is going. I mean, holy cow, dude! He's going to start off this movie and just go insane. That shot of the field with like basically like the prisoners, like basically
on like the.
I didn't even realize that was people the first time that I watched it.
On the X-Men crosses.
Anyway, that is like ridiculous.
It's weird because I'm like 2/3 of the way through the book. I don't even have that much more, but nothing has happened. And Paul's also kind of like he almost like knows his role, but he doesn't want his role. He just knows his role. Like he knows what he needs to do as the leader. He needs to be a pretty bad guy in order to accomplish everything that needs to be accomplished. But he's like resentful of it, and he's like, I just want to retreat to the mountains with Shawnee. Like I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm over this. But he like does it because he feels he has to. And then there are plots to overthrow him, which like are in the trailer.
That's the Robert Pattinson guy.
Yeah, but it's maybe I need to finish the book, or maybe they're gonna take a different kind of spin with it in the movie, and really lean into him being a bad guy and actually having like motive behind it, rather than him feeling obligation to.
I kind of feel like he's gonna like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably easier to present on screen than it is to be like, oh, I feel like I need to do this.
Well, because no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, maybe I need to finish the book to see how this movie kind of goes. But it's like I don't know. I think they can kind of do whatever they want with this movie because the book is just there's so little that happens.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. It's like the Dune books are supposed to be like unadaptable, but then of all the Dune books, Messiah was like the most unadaptable, and it's like, well, so far Denny's done 1 and 2, and killed it, and I guess the first one, and now it's like here comes Messiah, and I think that at least this one, it's like take the creative liberties, like you don't have to stick 1-to-1 to the source material, like go for it. I think that would work in this case.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited for it. I am amped beyond belief. I think I'm gonna get like a fun T-shirt, wear the movies, see the other Dune heads. I saw like they had that like IMAX fan screening to see the trailer, and like a lot of people got like hats. I want one of those hats, man. It just says Dune Part 3 on it. I'm just like, God, I want a hat.
Hey, IMAX, we love IMAX.
We'll shill so fast.
IMAX.
It's not even funny.
It's our favorite.
Yeah.
If you're out there, IMAX, you could
yeah, we'll link up.
let's make something work.
Yeah. But Anything else in the trailers and news? Not a lot of big week. Obviously, we didn't do Moana, so. But hey, if you want to see Moana 2026, go watch Moana 2017 and then imagine it worse. There you go.
I do have an interesting question for you guys. So within my Doomsday and my Dune discussion, someone made a claim that they believe the Russo brothers to be one of the greatest directors of all time.
Whoa.
I said they weren't in the top 50.
What's their basis?
Like talent-wise?
Well, they pulled up the box office numbers, and I'm like, that is undeniable.
Yeah.
But I don't really know if that throws you into the greatest of all time category for directors.
I would say no. I mean, I would say if you said the claim, I think they're the greatest comic book directors of all time. I wouldn't
hate that.
I'd be like, all right, yeah, I
wouldn't hate that.
understand. Like, I can get behind what you're saying. Like, definitely Mount Rushmore kind of vibes from them.
You're kind of cherry picking, I feel like, with the box office. Like,
yeah, the box office, but
they were
like
given
the
a
box
silver
office, you could
platter
say.
of
It's like-
Avengers.
So what, are you
Like,
going to
it's
throw
kinda
John
hard.
Favreau in there too for The Lion King?
Yeah.
Or
It's like, how does that work?
Like, it's kind of hard to I don't know, the event, like Project Hail Mary, that grossed 700 million. I think that's more impressive than the Russo brothers getting whatever it was, 1.52 billion on Avengers. Or what did Sinners gross? Like 400 million.
Yeah.
I think that's impressive. A horror film, rated R, like that's not a silver platter. I feel like Avengers, it's PG-13. It appeals to a very wide audience. It was culturally,
Yeah.
there was like a 10-year ramp up. That was all handed to them on a silver platter.
Yeah.
I feel like you
So I'm
can't just
looking-
cherry pick a box office.
I'm looking at it right now.
Also,
The
you
box
look at
office.
the Electric State. Didn't they do the Electric State?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
hardest part.
stinky.
I think if they had truly just like been incredible comic book directors and they had some solid flicks outside of their comic book films, like I could get behind that. But I'm
think looking at the top 10 right now, and I would say everybody in the top 10 is better than them. So like Spielberg,
top 10.
James
Oh, yeah.
Cameron, Peter
Oh, yeah.
Jackson, Michael Bay, even David Yates, which is like very strange because he's mainly the Harry Potter ones, but like those were great
Yeah.
movies. Those Harry Potter, Nolan, Ridley Scott, Tim Burton, J.J. Abrams, and then you can go down even further. It's like Robert Zemeckis. Then you got Ron Howard, which I would maybe say they're better than Ron Howard. John Favreau,
They have
maybe.
John Favreau.
Sam
at like
Raimi. I think
15?
Sam Raimi's better.
Or this is highest grossing.
This is highest grossing. So I'm just going
Okay.
down the list. Hey,
Okay.
Sean Levy, 18. Let's go. Our king. Roland Emmerich, they're way better than. But like, this is hard to do like this. Like, this should not be a way to judge it. Because it's like, all right,
Right.
so what? Scorsese's never going to be up there. Like, Michael Mann's never going to be up there.
Yeah.
Because their movies aren't as popular. Like, Denny, where's Denny at?
Tarantino.
I know.
Yeah, Tarantino. It's like, that's a
No
bad
one.
way to look at it. But I mean, if you say like a niche thing, it's like, yeah, all right, like what they were able to do between the two Captain Americas and the two Avengers is beyond impressive. Like
100%.
to bring it all together, like
100%.
is insane. But everything outside of that is stinky garbage. And so it's
And they
like,
also spend a lot.
yeah, like, and so they almost need these things to like, if Doomsday is awesome, then I think they've cemented themselves as very, very talented comic book directors, but they haven't proved anything outside of the genre. It's like it's like any kind of clip where, they're talking about like, what are you going to do? Get off the mat. It's like, buddy, like they only stick to their lane. Like even when they did the Electric State, it's just like, remember Captain America? Like, remember, it's just like,
I mean, bro, they had like Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans in a single movie, and it was still
and it was
so
stinky.
meh.
They put Chris Evans in that stupid haircut with the mustache.
You can't make an omelet without breaking a couple eggs or something like that. They tried to do that. You can't make
I
a
was thinking of the
omelet
Succession.
without breaking it.
Yeah, correct.
They tried their best.
Yeah. But no. So next week, how are we all seeing the Odyssey? Charles, you got your tickets.
I gotta figure that out because I'm out of town next weekend.
Oh my God. The
Actually-
biggest movie
actually,
of the year. And
wait
he's
a minute.
blowing it.
I might be able to finagle this. I'll cook something up.
Okay. All right.
I
Jack.
might. I've got two options. One, well, actually, I don't want to see it in a drive-in movie. I'm not seeing the Odyssey in a drive-in movie.
That would be insane.
I could finagle a little Texas Roadhouse Odyssey pipeline with Jenna because the nearest movie theater to my mom's is in Fort Wayne, which is an hour away. But we've been wanting to go to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, dude, Texas Roadhouse is awesome.
So
Texas Roadhouse.
Maybe we can have Texas Roadhouse before and then maybe go in with our full bellies.
Or even the reverse, and then you could do a Texas Roadhouse debrief.
Oh,
yes. That's a great idea.
Yeah, like talking about Tom Holland's performance while dipping honey butter buns. Come on.
My goodness.
Yep. That
right.
You sold me. Jack, how are you going to see it?
I got one of my buddies is actually coming in to see it with me, and unfortunately the IMAX time on opening day does not fit with his work schedule, so we're going to see Dolby
Fair enough.
opening night, and then Friday I'm going to see it in IMAX. So
Awesome.
I have back-to-back days lined up. If it is as amazing as I'm hoping it is, I might see it Saturday too. So
I got regular IMAX on Thursday, and then 70 millimeter regular, not IMAX, 70 millimeter regular on Sunday night. So I'm seeing twice opening weekend. So I only see it once though when we do the pod. But I'm so excited. I'm actually excited to do it that way because I think our discussion will be very interesting, and you guys will point out stuff that I didn't notice or see or like appreciate, and I'll have a new way to look at it when I go in to see it in 70 millimeter.
I mean, from a lot of the early reviews I've seen, it sounds like this is a movie where, again, just the more you watch it, the more you appreciate some of its smaller pieces. Or
yeah,
I'm beyond excited for this movie.
What's your guys' favorite Nolan before this?
Yeah, I mean, I think mine's The Dark Knight. I mean, that was my favorite movie for the longest time.
It has IMAX seats.
Get it now, Charles. Live on the pod. Secure the bag.
You gotta lean forward for this.
I think I'm either Oppenheimer or Interstellar.
Okay,
For Nolan.
fair enough.
I do love The Prestige, though. My God,
honestly, a Nolan draft would be fun next week.
We could do Nolan draft next week.
There's enough for us to pick 4 each.
Yeah,
there's 12. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many of us have seen Insomnia. Okay, Jack, you have to take Insomnia then. I haven't seen it.
No. No.
Are we? I think we had talked about this when we did the Dark Knight trilogy episode, but as a consensus, are we more Rises people or Begins people?
Begins.
Okay, I think I'm a Rises person.
Okay. That's fair.
Because it's like everyone, like that trilogy ranking is always like the Dark Knight and everything else. And then you have people who are in different camps.
No, I'd be down for some.
I like the Anne Hathaway bits in Rises. I think she's very good as Catwoman.
Indeed. And hopefully she's great in the Odyssey.
Oh yeah, cannot wait. Tom Holland's best performance, Inbound. Tom Holland Oscar. Chat.
My dad is coming home.
Yeah, my papa, he's coming.
My father.
All right, that's it. Next week, The Odyssey, biggest one of the year. We're probably gonna get maybe a couple other trailers coming out to play in front of The Odyssey this week. So, speaking of trailers, we're getting the Digger trailer for sure tomorrow. So lock in for that one. Tom Cruise, Oscar baby, Inbound. But yeah, so we'll see everyone next week. Unless you boys got anything else. All right, till next week when Chuck has full of honey butter and steak and rolls. Peace.